Mercury Day, everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm going to put the heart in front of your head if you're glad that it's October. We're starting fall. This is my favorite season. It's also Clergy Appreciation Month. Clergy Appreciation Month. We at VGC have renamed it because that's what we do. We call it Visionary Month. Last month, September, we celebrated the vision, which is VGC. You guys submitted so many lovely testimonials and victory moments. This month, we're celebrating the visionary, who is Dr. Jazz. Of course, it's also her birthday. If you know when her birthday is, put it in the chat. We have some awesome things planned. But Pastor Ian, one of the things we wanted to talk about before we go into worship is that, you know, we're not just making up months for the sake of making up months because we're already busy, right? But honoring our pastor has a biblical foundation. I know you have a favorite scripture. I have a favorite scripture. Let's talk about what you found in the Bible about honoring the woman of God.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say I'm excited to celebrate Dr. Jazz. And you're right, there's a biblical reason. I mean, we should just celebrate people anyway,
right? Especially
someone that's been holding it down like her for this past 16, 18 months of this pandemic. But one of the scriptures that I like is 1 Timothy 5:17. 1 Timothy 5:17. And look what it says. It says the elders who direct the affairs of the church well are worthy of not single honor, but double honor, especially those whose work is preaching and teaching. And Dr. Jazz would tell you the two things she does best is cast vision and preach and teach. And the Bible tells us that she is worthy of double honor. So that shuts it down. With that alone, look, and we got another scripture too, but that ought to inform us as a church what it means to be able to honor her and that we should enjoy honoring her, not just because we think it's a good thing, because the Bible tells us that we should.
Absolutely. My favorite scripture, we're going to put up the screen, is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Where at 12 and 13 says, now we ask you, brothers and sisters, to acknowledge those who work hard among you. If you agree that Dr. Jazz worked hard among us, put a heart over your head, who cared for you, if she ever cared for you, called you, texted you, prayed for you, preached a word into your spirit, and who admonished you. If you haven't been admonished by our dear pastor, you don't have to put a heart over your head, but we know how that can go. Hold them in the highest regard in love because of their work. Live in peace with each other. So this is one of my favorite scriptures. And it's also, and it's not just us doing it at VGC. We do this, all the clergy among us. We've been doing this. This is part of church culture, Black church culture, and it just so happened that we're in a special situation where we are 6 years old and our pastor still has not taken a paycheck at all. She lives off our love offering. So she has a birthday coming up. There are a couple of ways that we all are going to celebrate. We invite you to help celebrate. The first thing is to follow through on your faith infusion seed. If you made that commitment when Apostle Hilliard was here, whatever number you put in the chat, just follow through on there. If you missed that Sunday, you didn't commit to a number, whatever, pray about it, whatever the Lord leads you, and you can send that through to Pastor's Love Offering or Givelify or any of our online channels. You can also email it. And then we also have, you want to talk about what's going on October 10th, Pastor Ian?
Oh yeah, October 10th is going to be a great day. Yes, we have our Victory in Person service, but before that, celebrating our visionary at 4:30, we're going to have a drive-through celebration with Dr. Jazz. It's open to anyone. Come, whatever, bring streamers, bring cars. With gifts. Now, y'all know Dr. Jazz like Cracker Barrel. She likes Red Lobster. You might know someone else, Pastor Shannon, but she likes to eat, and we need to feed our visionary so she have the strength to be able to preach for us. So come through for that drive-through celebration, and let's have a good time and celebrate with her and honor her. And then, as many of you all know, right after that at 6 p.m., we're going to have our Victory in Person service.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Ian and I just wanted to spend a couple of seconds just to explain why we do what we do. We don't want anyone to be confused, no one to be not clear on what's doing. So we're doing this based on biblical principles.